Hey out there. So I wanted to give you an update on the country house. I made a couple videos about the country house. Matter of fact, I made one on September 22nd when we closed on the house. And we have it rented as of December 14th, $2,500 a month. And that was about 84 days it took from the day we closed to the day we got it rented. Not bad. Anything under 90 days, I'm pretty excited. So 84 days it took. When I made the video initially, I made some predictions as far as what the renovation budget was going to be like and what the value was going to be like. So I'd like to see how close was I, and I was pretty close. Country house update. Here's the predictions I made in the video I made on September 22nd. The purchase price was the purchase price because I already closed on it, $200,000. I estimated a $40,000 rehab and an after repair value ARV of $335. Here's the actual numbers. $200,000 we purchased it for. $34,000, so we saved some money, the rehab budget, $34,000, and we actually got the appraisal, which is much more accurate than the market analysis done by a realtor. This was an actual appraisal, $330,000. Out of the rehab budget with the hard money lender that I used, I put $42,000 to the side. So I actually put $8,000 in my pocket during rehab. Not a bad deal. The $330,000 value, I'm not crying over spilled milk, where I gave it an ARV of $335 and they came in $5,000 less. I'm not doing that. However, I had it on the market, if you remember, for $329.9. I thought I could actually get a little bit more. Got two offers on the deal, and it fell through. So I got this big brainstorm. Let me hold it and add it to the rental portfolio. So the ARV that I predicted, compared to the actual appraisal, it's pretty close. And I think it would have been a little bit higher if I didn't have it listed at $330. Here's the numbers. We're going to go out of this transaction using a niche lender. I made a video about that. Very few lenders will lend on property that's less than 1 year old. They'll lend on it, but they won't give you the value, the new value. They'll give you the old value. So I have to use what I have out there, and there's a niche lender. They're going to use the $330,000 value. They're going to give me a 75% loan to value. That's going to add up to about $246,000. I'm hoping to close on it early next week. I have all the paperwork done. It's going to cost me, because the interest rate's higher, it's going to cost me about $2,100 a month to pay principal, interest, taxes, insurance, everything else, $2,100. So I put down a positive cash flow of about $300. We're getting $2,500, and I'm taking $100 off the top for water, sewer, and miscellaneous. So that's not bad. $300 positive cash flow. If you remember the triplex video, and I'm talking about $1,800 positive cash flow, and you're wondering why I was getting pumped up, that's why. This is more likely $300. $300 and getting all your money back from a transaction, that's a pretty sweet deal. But wait, this is where it gets really sweet. Holding on to it, not selling it, there's no taxes. Don't have to pay any taxes on this. And I keep $84,000 in equity in the house. I've made videos about that before. $84,000 in equity, if I leave that in there, let's say for 10 years, it'll probably be worth, I don't know, probably be worth between $150,000 and $175,000 in equity if I want to go either sell it or refinance it at that time. So this is the nuts and bolts of this transaction. This deal, I want to make sure I told you guys. So you saw it from start to finish, the country house. I put about $20,000 cash in my pocket between the refinance and pocketing the $8,000 from the rehab. $20,000, it's not chump change, $20,000. I'd like to make more. However, the real benefit, I guess, of doing it this way is leaving that $84,000 in equity in the house and still making some positive cash flow. So, if you're on the fence of whether or not you want to do it, hopefully this gets you motivated and you say, hey, Harry, I got a house in mind.